How do you save a friendship that feels like it was doomed from the start? Ah. Good evening, everyone. My name is Aldi,
And I am Christine
and welcome to the Crammed
from
Podcast.
Podcast.
Yes, wala na nga punta nagdungan, pero we'll get there. So, our letter sender for today, si Sharp, is very interesting story that I feel like a lot of us can relate to because for the most part, I feel like a majority, we all have friends. So, the letter reads, Hello, the Cram Podcast. I hope you are all doing well. Thank you. I hope you're doing well too. My problem or experience kay nagsugod atong beginning sa pandemic before the lockdown. Before the lockdown, I have this friend that we were very close. Like every day, we talk, we hang out after class. In short, my best friend. But the thing is, ever since the pandemic has started, we have not communicated that much. Only short bursts of communication and dili gid siya mo prolong. The thing is, before the pandemic, I felt like this person was my person. Tapos, she typed, wala ko kabalo sa pronouns, pero they typed that with air marks or quotation marks sa person. So, murag, dili lang siya a person, it was the person. But now it feels like we were just hanging out kay dugol mi sa isa't isa. This is not an isolated case though to just this person. Some of my friends pod from my other social circles. We don't communicate that much and I worry if we were ever really close friends. Oh, and it has sent me into this worry of whether I made some genuine connections over the year. How do you save a friendship that feels like was doomed from the start? Oh my god, Christine, how do you save a friendship that feels like it was doomed from the start? So what are your initial thoughts, Tin?
Yeah. For me, no, I would like to, murag gakuan siya, or siya go worry if, like, nigsulod ba gyud siya in a kind of genuine connection or genuine relationship. I validate this kind of idea and this thought because, yeah, di ba? Usahay, we kind of overthink kung, yeah, ganahan ka ba ka siya nako? Like, um, or it's just kind of illusion or it's kind of toxic relationship that is going on. I just trying to analyze this letter
Mm-mm.
because like she's really or he or she is struggling about his best friend na hindi na nagko-communicate, like they're not hanging out with each other na. So yeah.
For me, how do you save a friendship that felt like was doomed from the start is very kuan. Awat lang makita na ko diri na murag is really or this sharp whoever this person is really worried about this friendship because murag wala he did not she or he did not paint that picture bitaw gid of what this friendship looked like before the pandemic and what murag gipaint lang niya what it looks like now. Ay murag sa ni ever iya lang gi murag wala kay siya clue pero murag iyang gibutang kay they were close like every day sila they talk they hang out after class and Sharp considers this as their best friend and I feel like I mentioned last episode diba no, the cram podcast the pandemic has heightened our emotions bitaw and I feel like the same is true for our relationships with other people na it has heightened whatever tension or whatever problem was there in the first place pero Sharp, do you really feel like it was doomed from the start or murag it was okay from the start and now you are both in this position na you're struggling pero that's why in ani bitaw murag in ani yung situation karon na you have not communicated that much because like Christine, let's admit it po, di ba, na murag, we are all in this adjustment period and there are bound to be changes in our behavior and personality because murag, sa ni, has this happened before? Feel ko, I, in our lifetime, itong generation, this has not happened before. So, like, everyone is discovering who they are in this short period of time. Murag, how are they gonna act like? And, yes, I feel like that's my opinion on this, na murag, the communication, sa ni, I feel like in my case because I'm experiencing this mampod na murag napukoy friends karon na before the pandemic we really unsa ni before the pandemic we really were interacting every day na murag mag-hangout with me. But during the pandemic, our communication and our interaction has lessened significantly. Murag decreased gyud siya significantly. And for the most part, there are two possibilities magud ani na maybe there were underlying problems na gyud sa friendship na during sa pandemic mura bito ninyo na realize ay sa nga okay, this is not the kind of friendship that I wanted. This
Yeah.
is not murag unsa ni ay okay maka-live raman day ko without this person, or I can go through the day without this person, or murag ma-discover niyo na shallow na day yung friendship. Or the other possibility is, and the most I feel like sana mauni ang possibility na nakuha ni Sharp is that kuan like there's not really a problem. It's just that we're in a pandemic, and like we are all trapped in our houses na, and sa to mga balay lahi biyag nangyayari, so basig lahi ang na something has come up sa side sa friend ni Sharp. So yes, I feel like I feel like that is what is going on here. Hopefully positively nga there's nothing really serious more going on, but we're in a pandemic, and there's bound to have some changes. Tapos basing busy lang po siya siyang ganap sa life with
Yeah.
the online class. Ikaw, Christine, have you experienced na murag something similar to Sharp?
Yes, I have a best friend, Ayesa, and we have not been talking for how many weeks? I think umabot pa ng months. And yes, I admit, nung nag-chat ako ni Ayesa, I told her na, Ying, I'm so sorry kung na you feel like wala na gyud tay communication. I tried to explain to her, I get busy sometimes. I have so many essays, I have so many requirements. And yes, hindi ko talaga matutunan pagpansin yung pagbibigay ng communication sa kanya because we're still on this adjusting period of the COVID-19 pandemic, and life has been so busy because of these online classes. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-dedicate talaga ako ng isang oras para lang talagang mag-communicate because I'm the one who really likes to reach out people. So, ako yung nag-start ng initiative. I started by taking an initiative. I reach out first rather than waiting for a friend to call. So, this is another thing na maibibigay ko sa ating letter sender, no? Reach out first rather than waiting for your friend to call. If they are busy, then ask when you should ring back or kanas aka mo call, and be sure you do. So yeah, make connections happen. So itong letter sender natin ngayon, no, he's or she is a little bit worried kung ano na bang kakalabasan ng friendship natin ngayon. And yeah, we should consider that this pandemic has heightened the levels of adjustments, di ba?
Mm-mm.
So yeah, I think how to save this doom relationship or this doom friendship, you should start by taking an initiative, or you should start saying, or you should chat her or him na, hello, kumusta ka na? How's life? You make an effort ba? I don't know kung gumagana ba yan sa iba, but I started to make an effort and to start an initiative to call, yeah, make connections. Communication is so important in friendship.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
communication is really important in friendship. And like I like I like your input. Like you need to reach out. Like, the other person is never gonna know what you're feeling unless you communicate, you reach out. And I have experienced the same thing. Dili siya sa friendship, pero like sa struggle nga. Yung kalit lag chat, o kalit ako, isa ka army friends, GC nga. Kabalo mo guys, nag-struggle pud bi ako sa kong course. Tapos kami sa ng
Oh,
members dito. Ay dili siya nag-struggle sa course, pero nag-struggle ko sa future nako after my course, and if my future will lead me to the life that I wanted to. Tapos murag kami kay, hi, oh my god, may gani ning ingon ka kay ako pud ba ya. Tapos like dito
Yeah, yeah.
Like dugay na kay mi wala nagstoryahan eh. Tapos di ingon lang siya ging ato tapos kami tanan kay mura bitog didto nimo ma-feel the energy was like okay kami naghulat ra gyud di ay mi na ay musturya isa na abito mo sugod sa conversation para mag book. Mura na rin siyang boulder bitaw na once it starts dili na din mo siya ma-stop. Too sharp. Uh, your feelings are valid, but I wouldn't, abot lang, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't go so far as to say it was doomed from the start. Because murag si mong pag-ingon, na you talk every day, you hang out after class, you consider them your best friend. So, it wasn't doomed jud pud tingali from the start. Maybe
Yeah.
your friendship is undergoing murag this strain brought about by the pandemic. So, yes.
I yeah, I also would like to hang out how important communication is to foster good relationships. Good communication is the foundation of an enduring true friendship.
Mm-mm.
So agreement or disagreement is much less important than good communication. Good communication talaga ha. So I would like to give this advice na you should start a ano conversation talaga. Yeah, it is a way of enabling people bitaw like to understand each other, like you could vent out all your struggles baka di no naghulat ra dito siya sa imong
Lagi.
message, so you start an initiative and therefore thereby you would gradually develop this ability to feel inwardly close to each other as caring good friends. So, di ba, this pandemic karon daghan na gyud kayo adjustments bitaw.
Yeah.
Nya wala na tay face to face, wala na gyud mga in-ana. Our means of communication is technology. Naa na ang technology, so why not use it, right?
Yeah.
Ano kan pag pusong bato pag yun bitaw ta mingon nga doy siya man gyud dapat mo una mo chat gyud na or siya gyud dapat una mag-call. No,
And
initiative.
I would just like to add, katulad ako army friend, like, after bitaw ato nga conversation, dili man ning balik jud siya everyday nga nag-chat-chat na pud mig balik na grabe like amo bitaw conversations kay grabe na gid ka profuse na pod just like the old times na murag hang out gid mi na face to face. Kay feel ako impossible mo gid na ma-replicate ang pagka-spontaneous sa conversation nasa digital media. Pero like after manggod ato wala na din mi nag-chat like short bursts lang pod among chat pero what really happened bitaw after murag ning initiate bitong tong isang conversation kay na clear gid ang anxiety namo nga there's something going on
Oh, nice.
there's something negative going on. So mura bitaw even though we really haven't been communicating that much in the recent weeks and the recent months, but the fact that kato nga initiated conversation, even though it happened months ago, it cleared all our anxiety nga kani siya nga friendship. It's, you know, it's murag ingenuine, it's fake, it's shallow. Like murag na fortify lang niya ang fact bitaw na okay, this friendship is still strong, this friendship is still here, it's still as vibrant, pero at the same time, we are going through a pandemic manggod. So murag, you know, maybe I'm willing to bet sharp nga after bitaw ka mo reach out sa imong friend, dili gyud na siya everyday murag masustain ninyo na inyong energetic conversation just like what you had in the kuan face to face or like pre-pandemic. Feel ako ang that what your effort na mag-initiate conversation will do is just that clear the anxiety, clear the overthinking, clear the feelings na this friendship is going cold.
I have this one true friend, and we have been 6 years na na bestie. Since grade 7, I have met her. She's like introvert. She's an introvert like you, Jan Aldi. And every time na like, I find her nga silent siya sa room or dili siya mag-story-story bitaw. Like, ako man gyud no, ako man gyud ang talkative person. Ako gud una mo reach out. And I said, hey, musta na ka? Nako, naunsa ka din ha? Ano siya nga. And now, ni-open up siya nako and she said nga, nada sila family problems. You know, tuwod lang atong usa ka initiative niyo kung, huy, naunsa ka din ha? Ning open up
Mhm.
siya bitaw. Like, comfortable kay siya nga ni-open up sa iyang struggle ay sa home. And dito, nag-story-storyhanay mi, then uli mi padulong sa mga balay, then nag-initiate po kog chat, and it's okay ying, kanang kuan ra gyud na siya ying, kanang overcome ra gyud na nimo na task kay mo man chat ato din naghinilakay mi because na murag I feel like our friendship is ending. Di ay to, we're both
Oh,
burnt out. Burnt out po just sa iyang family, burnt out just sa iyang mga struggles, burnt out po ko sa akong academics. And murag kuan bitaw nagahi na bitaw kayo me because yeah, we're so stressed about our own lives. And I just initiate this one conversation like, "Hey, kumusta na ka? Kumusta na imong life ron?" And yeah, I feel like my goodness, I remember all those memories coming back through me. And dito ning share na siya. And yes, I was able to revive our friendship because of that
uh,
initiative. So
okay.
yeah.
So, ako ay, hapit na mahurit atong time. So, I guess it's time for our final words or sentiments for Sharp. So, for me, I feel like, I would just like to heighten na murag, there are different types of murabitog, what's the name? I forgot the term. Like, what's the name? Murag, ang uban kay, love language. There are different types of love language. And I am not part of your friendship sharp. And I don't know what your love language is. But guessing sa letter, maybe your love language is, communicating, like, socially interacting, murag, spending time together. That is your language with you and your person. And
Yeah.
I feel like that love
Now,
language now, in the context of pandemic, that love language is prone to change because, dili mong yun,
and
you
then
cannot physically interact with each other. Yes, you can spend time or video chatting or video call. I don't know what resources have you, but those love languages na you have, it will be subjected under trial. And again, I feel like, other other than more than trying to find another love language where you can express your feelings na murag you how you want to pursue, now you make this friendship stronger or you make this friendship enduring the pandemic, is what Christine said na before, trying another love language, now we're in, you can spark that relationship or your friendship anew. You first need to communicate. You first need to relay your feelings because sad kay siya nga, this is your best friend, this is your person, di ba? You meet, amot lang, I'm guessing you watch Grey's Anatomy because person is basically like a soulmate bitaw. Like, this is your person
mm-mm.
and it will be really a shame if this person who you would consider your person will just dissipate lang in your relationship just because you were thinking that this relationship was doomed from the very start without even communicating your feelings.
Oh, I couldn't agree more with your comment just with that, Aldi, ha. It's true, it's true, it's true. COVID-19 pandemic, we have to adjust. And yes, we should have this open conversation and open good communication so that we can foster good relationship. Yes, daghang mga hindrances because we cannot face to face. There's no face to face interaction. Pero let's utilize technology as a way of connecting to
Yeah.
one another, right? So sharp, this letter sender, um, I think for you to revive that kind of friendship, you have to start or to make an effort to go for an initiative and to reach out for her. You should ring back or you should call her. Don't reach out first rather than waiting for your friend to call. If they're busy, then make sure nga, just mingon lang ka ba nga, mingon ka nga, if you're busy, I know I'm right here. And if you're not feeling well, and if you're alone, I wanted you to know that I'm just right here. That kind of sentence, that kind of phrase is another assurance bitaw nga, hey, napadi ko'y friends di ayron. And yeah, we could help each other.
Yes. So I have guessed we've reached another end of the Cram podcast episode to Sharp. I hope na ma-rekindle and more friendship, ma-rekindle, not rekindle, it is not ended, but I hope na murag, whatever your anxieties or whatever you've imagined your friendship has become to with your person, I hope it gets resolved just by communicating, because we really agree. We, me and Christine really agree that your friendship was not doomed from the start. It's just that we are in a pandemic and things are not the way they seem na murag pre-pandemic. So to everyone listening, connect with us by liking our Facebook page and by subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you have more stories to share, don't forget to fill out our Google Forms. The form is on Facebook. Please fill it out. We are waiting for your stories. And don't forget to like and share this episode of the Cram Podcast. Always remember that you are not alone in this battle. We may have doubts and despairs every time, but that doesn't mean we have to stop. Kapit lang mga beshies. Stay tuned for more episodes, and until next time, bye! Bye guys!